Hello, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. I have completed the second of these giant journals and I'm going to show them today. So this one is an old-fashioned Christmas. So I was trying to go kind of, I don't know, kind of Victorian, but not totally. So here is what it looks like from the side. The top. And I just have it, stays closed on its own. I have it tied shut with 2 layers of this lacy stuff. So I'll just move that over to the side. So I know there's a light shining on it. So this is what the cover looks like. And then get it centered here. There will be some shine because a lot of what I used came from books that have glossy images. I tried to make the front and the back the same. So when we get to the back, it's all the same colors and pockets and things like that. Here I put a Christmas card. I have it totally glued down, but journaling is on the inside. So here is, you know, I mean, they used to have the glass ornaments that were, you know, on their trees. And so I thought this worked really well for that. And I just put some doily bits there at the top and a brad. Another giant, this is from, it was a big tablecloth and I found pieces of it at a scrap art store. So in the pocket here we have, this is a Graphics Fairy image, and then this is from one of the books. I didn't do as many of the cross stitch, you know, things in here because that's not necessarily Victorian, but I figured the colors kind of went, and I don't know, I still thought it worked. I received some happy mail from one of my subbies, Susan, last Christmas, and she sent me some clusters, and so I was able to use some of the clusters she sent me in this journal. So thank you so much, Susan. Get the shine off of that so you can see it. So this is from, of course, one of the books. And then I left a lot of these things to read. There are poems and just, I don't know, little short stories and things like that. Graphics Fairy. And then this is from a Ideals. Aren't those pretty? I just thought, how perfect. I went through and pulled out several that just really, really went with this. I found this on the Graphics Fairy too, and I attached some pages, some little scrappy pages there for Santa to write his list on. My name, top. My name's on the very top. I didn't add it though. I was, you know, trying to be humble. I love this too. So I looked for, I think it was, no, maybe there was a set already of like Christmas church type things in the Graphics Fairy website, and I found this one and I thought it went totally just, I don't know, these totally go together to me, so that worked out. I did more of these scrappy pockets that were inspired by Cherie. I have that a couple videos ago if you're interested in looking. And Victorian image there. And then I did a lot of little page toppers so that there was stuff coming out of the top of the journal as well. This is a reused Christmas card. And then on the back, there's a recipe card. Again, this handsome Santa. And then I made him a flip up. And then, so I accidentally hole punched the wrong side. I didn't want this page up. I wanted this page up because of the color flow. And you know what? Like people say, no mistakes. You just add some bows to it and it looks intentional, right? So you can always fix your mistakes. I had fun, you know, with some clusters up around the little toppers of some of the cards. This is a flip out. Doesn't that look like a Victorian Christmas tree? Those candles are actually lit. Can you imagine? I just cannot imagine. So that flips out. I put an image from, oh, I can't remember what those things are called, but you probably recognize it. Not necessarily Victorian, but kind of, I don't know. I think it works. And then it's layered here. So it looks like you're turning the page and it's both of these layers, but I like doing that kind of stuff. That's why it takes me so long to make my journals. Sit and fuss with things like that forever. I fussy cut this Santa out here to add to this. So this journal is sold already, and the person who purchased it, she's not a journaler. She's like, no, fill every page. I don't want to write in it. I don't care. I just want it all filled up. So there's very little writing space in here, except for if you want to write on the back of something. So another really nice Santa. Some kids sledding. Hopefully there's not too much of a glare on that. And then there was a pattern for a stocking on the other side. And so, you know, you could journal on here, or she could add something if she has something that she wants to add to it, a tall Santa. I also used some of the things that, so I used a lot of the fabrics and then these little bits that Jen from Jen's Junk sent me. So thank you. Another Christmas card. Here is another page from, there's a big label here. I happened to have these labels that totally matched this paper pack. It was crazy. Not the same brand or anything. I found them at a yard sale or thrift store or something like that. Another page from an Ideals magazine. This is Christmas Prayer. And then over here, this was a page, and I just liked it so much. I liked these images, but I couldn't necessarily cut them out and use all three of them. So I decided to cut them out as a whole and back them. So it becomes this, you know, different shaped kind of journaling card. And then this comes out if you want to write on the back of it. It's one of those cards that you can put a picture in. And again, Graphics Fairy. And a little flip up here. This moves to the side. Coloring page. See, now the person who bought it, you've got to color. You have to color it. I don't know if you're a colorer, but I would totally color those. I tried to choose some Christmas trees that I thought could be considered Victorian. Fun fabrics up at the top again. This is one of the giant tags we worked on in the last video. I added just some labels. Again, one that totally goes with the paper pack. Totally scored on that one. The holly and the ivy. I have a fabric flip pocket here, and then underneath I have some, you know, paper scraps. And then inside, another one of the scrappy pockets. And we have this lady and her child, and then a tree, Christmas tree. I tried to find more of a Victorian type Christmas tree, but I don't know. I couldn't find the right image. I just couldn't find it. But then both of these are Graphics Fairy. This, I wish it didn't have the blue, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Look, there's some blue over here. It goes. I like this though. I want to have this kitchen. I like it. There's the Victorian Christmas tree. Another coloring page. This is a Christmas card, and then it flips out this way. And then here is, this is actually from the paper pack. And it just backed it. And then inside here, this is from Graphics Fairy. I just inked all around it. It was not easy getting in. I think it's because I tore the edges, so it's kind of fussy getting it in, but it fits. And then my inking got a little bit on the card. I love this page. Isn't that pretty? I was just reading it really quick. I'm not good at reading out loud, so I'm just not going to do it. If you want to read it, pause. And then again from the Ideals magazine. Added some things here to the edge. This is the one we just did. I added at the bottom, I added a little bit here to hold these things in. They're pretty good, but I just thought, I don't know. I just like the idea of adding. So these we did we do these together? I don't know if we did actually. I try and make it so that her face is showing. Graphics Fairy, and then this was from the paper pack. Oh, this too. And then this is one that we just did yesterday. I keep saying the paper pack. If you didn't see the last video, I added this up here. Again, Graphics Fairy. It's this Bo Bunny Christmas Treasures collection. Really, really pretty paper pack. It has the reindeer, and it has these cutouts, and then it has the numbers, you know, if you wanted to use it as a December daily. I actually did. I think I used this pack for a December daily that I made a couple years ago. Here is the Santa ornament, we're going to call it now, because I don't think it works out very well for a bookmark. So I added it in differently. I just attached it right up here, and I just think it's pretty, so it works. Look, there is one paged journal. I added the pom-pom. I bought the red, white, and green pom-pom for my journals this year and never used any of it. I didn't even open it. Oh well, maybe next year. I don't think I'm going to make any more Christmassy ones this year. I run out of time. They take me too long. This is really pretty, again from Jen. I added a little ribbon to it. This is coffee dyed stationery that was either given to me or I found it at a thrift store. I don't remember for sure. Another really large journaling card. I just try to keep it where her face can peek out a little bit. And then another one of the scrappy little string of glue, scrappy pockets. And then inside there's a church on this. It's not really meant to be this big, you know, on the Graphics Fairy website. You can make it as big as you want or as small as you want. So I made it giant. And then added a few things here at the bottom. This is another one of those you can add to it. Christmas cards. So this comes out and you can journal on the back. Another one of the labels. This is another from Ideals. And then stationery. This is the final large tag we made. She's hilarious. This was a Graphics Fairy. So I found it, I don't know, I think I typed in Christmas labels and there are red and green ones. So that was nice to find. This looks like a church front doors. Isn't that pretty? And then inside of a church building. And then the back page, again, I used one of Susan's clusters. And then we have these, and this one, again, from the cross stitch book. So totally a different feel from the other one. The other one was more playful and childlike, and this one's more like, I don't know, Victorian or old-fashioned is what I was going for. And so, like I said, the front page and the back page, they match. They're not the same things, but they match. So, and she's full. I put my stamp there. She is full. I always, so I add lots of fabrics and ruffles and things like that, and that takes up a lot of space. So you always want to be careful when you're making one of these. If you add lots of stuff like that, you don't need as many pages as you think you might. So anyway, thank you guys so much for your support and watching these videos. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I'm going to clean up my craft room. It's a giant mess, and see what I come up with. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.